Hi, everyone. I hope you can see me and hear me. If you can, please let me know in the chat so I know that the tech stuff is all working. We'll get started in a minute. Hi, Diksha. Can you hear me? Would be awesome if you could let me know. So we have some regulars here and some newbies, which is awesome. Whatever you are, let me know in the chat where you're from. And yeah, I can see your name. So just let me know where you're from. I'm coming to you from the Canary Islands. By the way, my name is Yamile Yemoonyah. Apparently, you guys can't hear me. Hi, Kristen. From Denver. Hi. So my name is Yamile Yemoonyah. Thanks, Nate, for letting me know that you can hear me. And you can find me at spiritguides.co or spiritguides.co. Danielle is here from England. Awesome. Steph is here from New Brunswick. And Jana can hear me from the Pacific Northwest. Oh, I love that place. That's really beautiful there. And we have Liberty from Ohio. Hi, everyone. So nice to have you here. And Hiro is here, of course, from Japan. He comes to all the readings. Thank you, Hiro, for being here again. We have Rajani from Michigan. Nate, also from Ohio. Awesome. So again, my name is Yamile Yemoonyah. That's how you pronounce it. And you can find me at spiritguides.co. You can book a reading there if you want a private one-on-one reading. There's also a button right down here, a green one. If you're interested in a private reading, you can click on it and find out more about it. Also, if you're watching on YouTube or on Facebook, if you want a free reading, you'll have to sign up. There's a link in the description. So go to the link and sign up. Then you can join us here on Crowdcast, where I'm doing this live. And you can also get a reading. If there are any tech issues, please just reload the page. That usually saves, that usually helps. All right, so now we can get started. But there are a few things that you need to know so you know what you're getting yourselves into. First of all, I have my own definition of spirit guides. Maybe you come from the shamanic side, or maybe you come from spiritualism. They have their own definitions of spirit guides. My definition of spirit guide is the following. Any kind of being that lives in the higher realms and that is connected to us in unconditional love and wants to help us in our spiritual life or in our day-to-day life is a spirit guide. So this can include angels, it can include ancestor spirits, either the ones that you actually knew or the ones that you never knew. It can include nature beings like elves and fairies and gnomes. It can include star beings, also known as aliens. It can include ascended masters who once were human beings on Earth, but decided not to incarnate anymore. And it includes gods and goddesses from all around the world, from different cultures. And of course, power animals, or also known as totem animals. So any of these can come through for you today. The second thing you need to know is that they show themselves in a way that makes sense to you. Spirit guides don't really have a physical form like we do, so they don't have blonde hair or brown eyes or anything like that. But again, they know we are human beings and we have a hard time connecting to energy frequencies, because that's what they really are, energy frequencies. And you can actually physically feel that, just like you can feel a sound, like a loud sound, you can feel it because it has a vibration. It's the same for spirit guides. But again, they do show themselves in a form that makes sense to us. So in a physical form, with physical traits, so we have a easier time to communicate with them. The same goes for the name. They don't have a name. Again, it's an energy frequency that we communicate with, but sometimes they will give us a name to make it easier. They won't always do that, though. If they don't give you a name, don't be sad or disappointed. They might do it because they think you're developed enough, you developed your psychic abilities enough to actually feel the frequencies, and you don't need the name. Or maybe you actually already know the name and you just don't trust yourself. So there are all kinds of reasons why they might not give you a name. It's not because they don't love you or they're not real or they're not around you. A name is really not that important. The next thing you need to know is, even if you know one of your guides, it might be another one coming through today. We all have a whole group of guides, a team of guides, if you will. And if you know one already, then there's no reason for them usually to use me as a medium to communicate with you. So it's usually another spirit guide coming through. But sometimes it will be the ones that you already know to give you some extra confirmation. Then, oh yeah, and this is really important. You get the messages that you need to hear, not the ones that you want to hear. So your ego has all kinds of questions about your love life, your financial problems, or whatever it is. And these are absolutely valid questions, but your guides are more concerned with your spiritual evolution. And so they will give you the advice that they think is right for you at this point in your life. However, sometimes they will let you ask questions after the mini reading, and then you can ask like these personal questions, whatever it is. And the last thing you need to know is how I work. I usually close my eyes like this, and my head goes a little bit to the left because the information seems to come from here, up here. And then I will see your guide in my mind's eye clairvoyantly, and I will tell you what they look like, and then I will give you the messages that they have for you. Also, if I give you a message, I will sometimes ask you, does this make sense to you, or do you understand this? Please, if I ask you, speak up, say yes or no, but don't give me a lot of information, because the more information I know about you, the more my ego gets in and thinks that I'm making things up. I'm sure you have that problem as well. And even like a super experienced medium has that sometimes, especially if you know things about the person that's sitting in front of you. So don't give me too much information, just yes or no, or I don't know. And I think that's it for now. So what we can do is we'll do a little opening prayer. If you want, you can close your eyes with me. And take a really deep breath through your nose and then let it go through your mouth. It's okay to make sounds. And another deep breath in through your nose and out through your mouth. And relax your shoulders. And one last deep breath in. And out through the mouth. And relax your face, your jaw, your eyes, your ears. Now I'm calling on my spirit guides to come join me in this space and to help me connect with your spirit guides so they can give you the messages that you need to hear today. I specifically call on Archangel Michael to come and protect this space, so only beings from the higher light and only beings that are connected to us in unconditional love can come through. I also call on your spirit guides to come and join us and use me as a channel to communicate their message to you. And so it is. Thank you. All right. So now we are ready to go. So anyone who's new today, please use the Ask a Question section, which is down here. And just type newbie in there, nothing else. Not your name, not where you're from, no questions, just your name. Oh, sorry, just newbie. So I know that use the Ask a Question section. It's not the chat. It's like right next to the chat. Or you can click the little plus sign that's in the beginning, where you would type in the chat, and it will give you the same possibility. All right, so let's see. And I will invite you on screen. And I hope you follow the link in my invitation email that will give you all the details about the tech that you need. But let's see. All right, so we have Where does it start? Oh, lots of people. I have to start at the beginning, so let's see. Oh God, there's so many. All right, here you go. Let's start with Danielle. I'm going to invite you on screen. And you will have to accept. And then hopefully that will work, and I will see you on screen. Doesn't seem to be working yet. Okay, then I'll try Emily. I'll invite you on screen. Again, you'll get an invite, you will have to accept. Doesn't look like it's working for Emily. All right, I'll just keep inviting people until it works for someone. Ah, there, we have someone. Hi, how are you today?
I'm good, how are you?
I'm great. So let's see. So I'll stare at you for like 10 seconds, then I'll close my eyes and
Okay.
then, all right. Okay, let's see.
Let's pick up. Dude, I have a tablet. Mom, my dad does pirate.
Sorry, this is taking a little bit longer because the voices are a little distracting.
Sorry.
All right, so what I see around you is someone who's, you have a guide around you that is like an ascended master. It's not one of the famous ascended masters that we all know about, though. This is someone who lived a life as Native American person in, let me see. Definitely in the US. I can't say where exactly. It's a female. I think somewhere one of the Plains tribes, but I can't narrow it down further. This is a person, and I'm not sure why she's telling me this, but in this lifetime that she's showing me, she passed fairly early as a young woman in her 20s. She's she has long dark hair. She's wearing a skirt and some kind of like scarf around her shoulders. And her clothing is light. The skirt is light, the top is light, the scarf is a bit darker. She has very intense eyes as well. Let's see what she has to say. All right, so she's telling me that you have like that you really like animals, that you're really connected to animals and to nature as well.
Yeah.
She was very close to horses herself. Okay, so this must mean that she lived around like 1800 something. That's the life she's showing me. So she's very close to horses. I don't know if that means that you are also close to horses or have a connection with horses, but there's definitely the connection to animals. Do the horses make sense to you?
I used to really love horses when I was little.
All right, then it makes sense. All right, so she tells me that she wants you to like do even more with animals, and she tells me that like either you have worked with animals before or you should look into it. Does that make sense to you?
Yes, it does.
Okay, so she's here to help you to like work with animals. Actually, like you're a good animal healer, and she was one. So that's why she's working with you. And this is something that's true for everyone. Like your spirit guides choose to work with you because you have like a similar vibration. You have similar characteristics. You have a similar personality, or you work on similar topics. Yeah, she's telling me that the way she worked was very much like on an energetic level, not in the sense of like physically healing animals, but more on an energetic level, in the sense of like she learned how to communicate with animals telepathically and could therefore find out what was going on with them and why they were sick, and was able to help them that way. And she wants you to do the same thing. Have you looked into this at all?
Yes, I have.
Awesome. So yes, you should definitely continue on that path. And like I said, she's there to help you. She will like basically teach you how to do these things as well. And I'm not sure how advanced you are in this topic, but she will like give you advice. So what you really want to do is like do some psychic development, like some general psychic development, or like development for your intuition that will help you with like the animals, but it also helps you communicate with her better, because you will learn to trust your intuition better and your psychic abilities, and so you won't think all the time that you're making things up.
Okay.
You do have like yeah, you do have psychic abilities, definitely. So you want to work on them, and yeah, take some class, a workshop, something like that. To read a book about it, whatever speaks to you. Yeah, work with that ability that you have because you have it for a reason.
Okay, thank you.
Do you have questions about that?
No, I don't.
All right, then I think that's it for now.
All right, thank you so much.
You're very welcome. All right, so let's see who else. Okay, so give me a sec, guys, because I have to scroll down all the way. All right, we're gonna go with yeah, sorry, Michelle, if you have disabled your camera, I can't give you a reading. So who do you have? Liberty. Let's go with Liberty. I'll invite you on screen. And I think I'll also invite someone else at the same time so we can go a little bit faster. I'm going to invite Andrea De Angelis. Oh, we already got someone. All right. Hi there.
Hello.
How are you today? Awesome. You have beautiful eyes, by the way. I can't hear you. I think you just muted yourself. I heard you. I heard when you said hello and then you disappeared somehow. Let's see.
The microphone is on.
Yes, now I can hear you again. Weird. All right, now here we go. All right, let me close my eyes and tune in. All right, so what I see with you is a nature spirit. It's a little, yeah, a little bit like a gnome, but female. She's telling me right away that you're a pretty freedom-loving person. Do you understand that?
Oh, yes.
Yeah, so let me see what else she has to say. All right, so she wants you to really take your freedom. You still kind of like sometimes feel like you don't let yourself be as free as you really want to, because you feel like you have to kind of fit into society. That's not the right way to say it. More like I think actually there are certain people in your life that you feel restrict your freedom, and you feel like you have to adapt to them. Does that make sense to you?
Yes, it does. It makes
All right. So she wants you to understand that you can take all the freedom you want. But of course, at the same time, you want to make sure that you communicate your needs for freedom with compassion. So yeah, find a way to communicate without like hurting this person, or if that's not possible, really set boundaries between you and this person in some way. Is this someone you're in a romantic relationship with?
No.
Okay, but it's someone close to you.
Yeah, there are several I can think of.
Okay.
It won't be easy.
Yeah, I can see that. Yes. But there's a reason that you have this, this urge for freedom. It's actually very important that you follow your path, and your sense for freedom is like kind of like your GPS that leads you on the right path. So the more free you feel, the more you will know that you're on the right path. By the way, like your guide is like I said, little gnome-like being, but not like with a red head, but more she's clothed in like brown clothing. The clothes are made from like natural, are taken from the environment. So like her skirt is made out of leaves, autumn leaves, like these kinds of colors. She does have like a little hat, but it's brown. She is not very tall, maybe like this. And also she wants you to like spend time in nature, and also somehow work with, and this is oftentimes when gnomes come through, she wants you to work with like plants. In your case, I have a feeling it might be something like looking into, and I don't say this lightly, looking into healing plants in the sense of like ayahuasca or something similar. Have you ever thought about that?
Yes, actually.
Okay. So she wants you to look into it. I'm not saying you have to take this, but just look into it, or similar plants that are used for healing, because it will, if you decide to do it, it will help you a lot. You can do it without these plants. It's just a suggestion. And again, she's saying that like your sense of freedom is really important in your life. You chose this to have this characteristic for a reason. So don't try to like push it down or shove it aside. Try to find a way to yeah, live as free as you want to. Oh, and she's also saying, like, sometimes when we feel like, when we have this urge for freedom, we think we have to, for example, completely change our lives, like let go of the job we have and start a business, or leave like our relationship and find someone new. But she says it's not always, it doesn't have to be this radical. There are ways to find freedom by changing just a little, something little, like a little detail, and that will make all the difference. So before you make any radical changes, she wants you to try like different things before you do that. But if nothing works for you, then a radical change might be in order. She says her name is Sandra. So that's Sandra. Do you have any questions for her?
No, I can't.
It's okay if you don't.
Shy. Sorry.
Oh, no problem. All right, let's see if she has anything else. Oh, yes. So, yes, go out in nature. Generally, that will help you. Go on walks. Because it will help your balance your energy. Not that there's anything wrong with their energy, but like generally for everyone, this is true. When we go out in nature, it balances our energies. And for you, it would be very beneficial. Also, because you're very sensitive, like a lot of people that come to these readings, obviously, you take on energies of other people. So when you go out in nature, like it rejuvenates your energy, and you will feel better. It will also help you with like feeling more free, because sometimes when you have that urge for freedom, it's because like other people's energy is in your space, in your aura, and you feel cramped. If you find ways like going out in nature to clear your aura, you will automatically feel better and not as like cramped. Yes, I think that's it. I hope that supports you.
Oh, thank you so much.
You're very welcome. All right, let's see. All right, next. Okay, I'm scrolling down to see who else is here. Oh, right. We said I was going to go with Andrea. All right. Okay, I'm inviting you on screen. Let's see if it works. I hope so. All right, we'll also try someone else. We'll try Nate. I'm going to invite you on screen. Again, you'll get an invite. You will see it, and you just have to like say, yes, I accept. And there are some tech requirements, like this doesn't work on Safari. If you're on Safari, they have an app that you can download. Otherwise, it works on Firefox, it works on Chrome, and it works on Chromium. And you will have to turn your camera on. All right, I'll try Alma as well. All right. Oh, yes. Okay, I invited you as well. And if by any chance there will be more than one people on screen, then please, everyone who's not getting a reading right now, mute yourself. Here we have someone. All right. Hi there. Hello.
Hi.
Alma, how are you today?
Yes. Very well.
Awesome. All right.
Little trepidatious about the future.
Okay. Well, I'll see what they have to say.
Thank you.
All right. So what I see, I don't see your guide yet, but what I already get information, which is that you've been a healer in a past life. So you still have healing abilities. Do you know about that already?
Hints?
Right. Okay. So yes, you definitely had a past life as a healer. You still have these abilities, and you should definitely look into them.
Mm.
Right. Okay. So your spirit guide is, in fact, a goddess. Let me see if I can see if this is one that I know, and I can tell you. Right. So actually, it's three. You are connected to the three. God, I only know the word in German. That's like they are like the three goddesses that spin the. God, what do you call it? Like the ones that start life, the ones that sustain life, and the ones that end life. Do you know what I'm talking about?
No, but try saying it because I'm Swedish, so the language, there's a connection with the
Oh, okay.
language.
The three, like in German, it's the three Nornen. If anyone like knows what I'm talking about, please put it in the chat. They are usually depicted with like a wheel when you make like God, what is it called? What you make clothes with, but they don't make the clothes, but they make the
Spinning wheel?
yes, with a spinning wheel. Thank you. So one basically starts the spinning, the other one sustains life by making the thread, and the last one cuts the thread. These are like, I'm not sure what they're called in English, but they have a specific name. I'm sure you can look it up. You're connected to that. So I get like this symbol of the spinning wheel, which is important to you, or important for you to connect with these goddesses. I know they exist in different cultures, so maybe they also exist in Swedish culture. I'm pretty sure. You definitely want to look that up and Google it, and I'm sure you will find some information that makes sense to you. So for you specifically, you are connected to all three of them, but throughout your life, the individual ones got more important. So when you were younger, it was like the first goddess, and then came the second goddess, and at some point you will be connected more to the third one, the oldest one. So it's important, like things that you should pay attention to are cycles, like life cycles, and how that influences you and how it influences other people. Also important for you is to understand that life is not like about it's not linear. It's not like I set a goal and I go there and then I reached my goal and that's it. It's circular. So things will come up again and again in different ways. If you look at your life and look at it in that way, things will start to make more sense to you. Also, I'm getting some connection with needlework or something like that. Have you ever done that, or do you like doing that, or are you interested in that?
I do, but
Right.
I haven't since then.
Maybe you want to look into starting something like that again, because it will help you. It's because what I'm getting is like you're not the kind of person who likes to sit still very much. Like meditating is hard for you. Does that make sense to you?
It didn't used to be, but it has been in the last few years. It has been more difficult for me to meditate.
Yes. So like if you do something like needlework or something with that keeps your hands busy, it is also meditation, but you won't find it as hard because your conscious mind is busy with like whatever you're doing. And that will help you keep your mind busy, but at the same time like come to rest and find your quiet point inside. So try something like that. If that doesn't work, like needlework, then try like something like painting or something to keep your hands busy. They're also telling me that you think too much. Like your head is going like this all the time, like your mind is spinning all the time, and you worry too much. That's why they want you to like find something to calm you down and find like your center again. And when you find your center, you will also know like what next step to take. Because at the moment you are confused about where you want to go, but that's only because like you try to solve this problem with your conscious mind, and they want you to like drop down and into your like unconscious a little bit, because that's where the answers really are. And again, cycles. Look at your life, look at things. I'm not sure like what your question is about the future, but look at this specific topic and look how this has like come up in the past in your life, how this is like a cycle that comes back, and how you solve this in the past, because that will help you find whatever it is that you're looking for the future. And definitely like the symbol they have for you is the spinning wheel. So whenever you see a spinning wheel somewhere, like be it on TV or be it in real life, or just like you are going shopping and somehow it pops into your mind, know that like your guides are around you and are trying to tell you something. So when you see it somewhere, then look around you, be alert to what it could be that they want to tell you. Maybe it's something in the outside world, but also be alert to your own thoughts and your own emotions, because they're trying to tell you something at that point. Also, any kind of like thread, if you see that somewhere. Do you have a question about that? Are you still there?
Yeah, I'm still here. There is a question rising for them around where will I find the thread? And I don't mean specifically, but inside myself, or more spiritually, where will I find that?
By
I need to take to find the thread.
Like I said earlier, like by kind of like tricking your mind a little bit by keeping it busy and like dropping a little bit into your unconscious. Like while you do, for example, your needlework, just let your mind wander and see where it goes. Don't try to get it back or whatever. Just let it wander and see where it goes, because like the images will rise up from your unconscious, and these will help you find the answers that you're seeking.
Okay, thank you.
You're very welcome.
Thank you.
All right, let's see who else is here. Yes, the three fates. Thank you very much, Irene. That's it. I didn't know the English term for it. Thank you so much. All right, so let's see who else is here. All right, guys, please don't use the questions and answers as the chat. Use the chat part on your right side as the chat. Because, yeah, if it gets muddled, it's really hard for me to find the newbies. All right, so we have, I'm not sure how to pronounce your name. Aya. I'm going to invite you on screen. And at the same time, I'm also going to invite Steph. All right, invitation sent. Ah, here we have someone. Let's see. All right, hi there.
Hi. Did you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you and I can see you. Awesome. So how do I pronounce your name?
Aya.
Aya, okay, thank you. All right, let's see. All right, so you have a few guides here, actually. One is a nature spirit. One is an angel. And I think your grandmother is here. Are you very close, or were you very close to your grandmother?
Not so much.
Well, still she's here. But then let's go with one of the other two. Let's see. Right, okay, let's go with the nature spirit. Again, this is a female. Yeah, and for you, the same is true. You have healing abilities. Have you worked as a healer before?
I'm always in that arena.
Right, okay, that makes sense. You've also, let me see, you've worked with plants. Does that make sense? Or you still do?
I'm very connected with plants.
Right. Yes, you actually have a lot of like nature spirits around you, because they know that you're connected to nature and that you appreciate the beings in nature, and that you actually see them as living beings. So they really want to say thank you because you are working with them already. Are you aware of that?
I want to work with them more and know how. I want to know how to.
Right, okay. So let me see. All right, so they're giving me this exercise for you that I've gotten before from nature spirits. What you want to do is like take one of your favorite plants or a favorite tree that you have in your garden or close by, or in your house, and work with that specific being. What you want to do is like just sit with it and meditate with it. Maybe even, like, if possible, take it into your hands, like the pot, or like if it's a tree, like place your hands on the bark and meditate with it and try to feel its energy. How you do that is by actually first, like, meditate for yourself, get into your own center, and then take, for example, a crystal, take it into your hand and feel the energy. But again, like, first feel your own energy. It's very important to first feel your own energy. Most people don't know what their own energy feels like. And if you don't know what your own energy feels like, you can't work with other beings, because you will never know what their energy feels like. You can't distinguish their energy from yours. So first feel your own energy. Then take, like, a crystal, for example, hold it in your hand and see how that makes a difference. How does the crystal feel? How does it feel different from your energy? How does it influence your energy? Work with that for a few minutes, put the crystal aside, then take your plant, or like put your hands around the plant or the tree and feel what that feels like. How does that energy feel like? How does it influence your energy? How is it different from the crystal? And then if you do have like animals around, you can do the same with like a cat or a dog. Just have them on your lap and feel like their energy. Again, like how does it differ from your energy? How does it influence your energy? Does it make you happy? Does it make you sad? Does it raise your vibration? Do you feel that your like aura is vibrating more? Whatever it is, just feel it. Don't judge it in any way. Don't ask yourself if you're imagining things. Just go with it, and then write down whatever you feel. And keep doing these kinds of exercises also, for example, with different plants, different trees, and you will start to feel like their energy. And the more you feel the energy of the plant, the more you can connect to the being that the plant is. And you can either like start to, if you're clairvoyant, for example, you can start to see the being in your mind's eye, or maybe you can even hear it in your mind, or like as a voice. But that's a like good way to start working with on an energetic level with plants, and then they will actually be able to communicate with you and give you advice on how to use them, or what they can do for you or the people that you are healing. Do you have a question about that?
I think you answered my question. That's my purpose, is to communicate on a deeper level with the plant kingdom and the animal kingdom,
Yes.
with nature.
Yes, yes, definitely. And you've done this before, so in past lives. So it shouldn't be like, it shouldn't feel like it's something new. It should feel more like you're remembering something. Also, like, go online and find some books. I've found some books on Amazon about how to work with nature spirits. There's some nice ones out there. I don't have a recommendation for you right now off the top of my head, but I'm sure you'll find something.
Thank you.
All right,
Can
I
ask one more
hope that
question?
helps. Sure.
Quickly. When
Yeah, go
I
ahead.
discounted my grandmother, she just recently in a dream came to me.
Oh, there you
So
go.
it's interesting that you brought her up.
Yes. Well, yeah, she's around
so
you. I don't.
It's not really a question unless there's something that I need to hear from her. I didn't want to discount her.
Yeah. Well, she's around you and she's helping you. I can't, like, I don't have the time to go into it, but know that she's around you. Maybe you can just like start communicating with her, like ask her why she's around. Again, like trust your intuition. Or you can ask her to come again in a dream and tell you why she's around you.
Thank you.
You're very welcome.
Thank you.
All right, so let's see. Who is next? Okay. Trying to find the newbies. All right, here. Oops. Chat is going crazy. All right, so let me try. Okay, we'll go with Nicole. I'll invite you on screen. And while we're waiting, I'll also try to get someone else. All right, Leslie, I'm inviting you as well. Let's see who's first. And I'm trying to find Nate again because I know, well, it says incompatible, but I'll try again. All right, I'm inviting you on screen, Nate. All right. Ah, there we have someone. All right, let's see who it is. Hi there.
Hi.
Hi.
Oh, now we have two people. Oh, well. All right, so we'll go with Leslie first. Nate, I'll mute you in the meantime. Oh, now we have all kinds of people. All right. So, all right, I'll mute Nate for now and Nicole. And I'm going with Leslie for now. All right.
Hi.
Hi. Yeah, sorry. When I start like reading, I always look at people's faces, so I stare at you. Sorry about that. That's a bit weird, maybe. All right, so let's go. Okay, again, I don't see your guide yet, but I'm already getting information. You're a very sensitive soul. You are very gentle. You're a very caring person. When you see someone in need, you will definitely try to help. And also, like, you also like animals. Do you have a rescue dog or cat? Would that make sense to you?
I did have a cat. She passed about a year ago.
All right. Because I definitely saw. And was she a rescue cat?
She was from the street, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, like I said, that's what I'm getting for now. Let's see if I can see your guide. All right. So I have an angel here for you.
Oh.
There are also nature beings around you, but I'm gonna go with the angel for now. But let me just say, you also have healing abilities. That's why people like kind of come to you when they have problems, and you tend to like attract beings that need help, like your rescue cats, and but also humans. What your angel wants you to know is that, oh, and she shows herself in a very traditional, like Christian traditional way, like she's all in white with white wings and blonde hair. And she's showing me, like, do you know these little angels that you put on a Christmas tree? They're made out of wood. Yeah. So when you see these kinds of angels anywhere, again, could be on TV or in real life, or someone's talking about it, something like that, that's like a sign for you that your angel is around, and pay attention when that happens.
Okay.
She wants me to tell you that she wants you to work a little bit on your boundaries, because you are such a like caring person, and you have a big heart. You want to make sure that people don't take advantage of you. And I'm sure you've had these situations in your life, and you've learned a lot already. but there's still a little bit of work to do when it comes to setting boundaries and making sure that like you take care of yourself first. Because if you don't take care of yourself first, then you're not in your like full energy and you can't help others. I do see some children. Do you have grandchildren that you look after sometimes, or any other kids?
No, my sister's got twins.
And do you like look after them sometimes? Are you close to them?
I've only seen them a few times. We live in different countries.
Oh, okay. Then I'm not sure what the kids are about. Let me see. Let me ask.
I lost twins about 20 years ago.
Ah, okay. That's it then. All right, let me see what she has to say about that. Well, your angel is telling me that you should definitely know that they are okay, that they are safe, and that they are well. I'm also getting that you have been to mediums to connect with them. Does that make sense to you?
I haven't been anywhere because
No?
there was issues around it, so I don't have really any information on it at all, but that I haven't been to.
All right, then.
I don't know. Maybe I should go.
Yes, maybe that's it. Because I'm getting like there is a message for you when it comes to the twins. Unfortunately, like I don't have the time to go into it, and this would be something longer. So you might want to go to someone who's like really specialized in connecting with past loved ones. I do that as well, but it's not my specialty. So you might want to go and find someone like who really does that, because there is definitely some healing that you can like find by going to a professional medium who does these kinds of things. But like your angel says that you don't have to worry about them. They're definitely like fine and they're safe. Yes, and to get back to your like boundaries, like learn to set boundaries and take care of yourself first. Because like I said, you can't take care of others if you are not in your full power. So take time for yourself. Do the things that bring you joy. If you have a hobby, really take time for that. Or if you don't have one, then find one. Find something that makes you happy. It could be going out in nature for walks, or it could be needlework, or it could be painting. It doesn't really matter as long as it fills you up. Because what I can see is that like you deplete yourself too much. And that's not good for you. It's not good for you, like your energy. It's not good for your health. And you will also see that when you take time for yourself and to like really build up your own energy again, it will be very beneficial for your health and for your body, like your physical body. Whatever issues you are having, health issues, will get better if you do this. Your angel's working with you in your dreams as well. She's sending you like healing energy in your dreams. I see like how she's sending like a white light, and it looks like a pillar that's coming down from heaven, and like into you when you're sleeping. So pay attention to your dreams, and what happens in your dreams, and write them down, because like dreams are important for you. She says she's working with you in your dreams, so she doesn't have to deal with like your conscious mind, because your conscious mind tends to like think that you're making things up. So that's why she works with you in your sleep. So again, like write down your dreams, and really consciously ask your angel to work with you in your dreams and to come and bring your healing energy. And that will help you a lot. Do you have a question about that?
No, it's just recently I've been remembering a lot of dreams, which is quite unusual for me. So, yeah,
there you go. Yeah,
I can see that that's what's happening.
Yes, that's because she's working with you in your dreams. So again, yeah, have like a diary, or even like your phone, and use your dictation app, or if you don't have one, download one, and you can just like speak your dream into your phone or write it down, whatever you prefer. And keep like a journal for that, because over time you will see progress, and you will see that there are messages in there.
Okay, I'll pay attention more.
Yes. All right. Thank you for coming.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
You're very welcome. All right. So now we'll go with Nate. I'll unmute you. Hi there. I can't hear you, although I unmuted you. Nope, still can't hear you. Okay, let me try something. Can you say something, please? Still can't hear you. All right, here's what we're gonna do. I'll go with Nicole first. If you do have like headphones, please go get them. That might help. Oh, you have them already? Then I don't know. I can't hear you. Can you unplug your headphones, maybe? Like really unplug them from your like laptop or phone. Nope, still can't hear you. All right, I'll go with Nicole first. Okay, Nicole, I'm unmuting you.
Hello.
Yes, I can hear you. Awesome. Very good. All right, let's see. Oh, one sec. Nicole, sorry, but I just got information for someone else real quick. I forget your name, like the first person I read for today. I just got some more information. You're connected to a white buffalo woman from one of the Native American tribes, the story about white buffalo woman. Please like Google that and look it up. All right, sorry about that, Nicole.
It's okay.
Just popped into my mind.
Okay.
All right, let's see. All right, so interesting today. Again, I don't see your guide yet, but I do get, again, the information that you have healing abilities. Does that make sense to you? Do you know about that already?
Yes.
All right. I'm not sure if you work like on a physical level or with plants or herbs, but like this information is more about like energetic healing. So basically, working with the spirit world, or yeah, and letting like energy come from there and go through you, a little bit like Reiki or similar. Is this the kind of work that you do?
I work with essential oils. So the plant and the tree kingdom, Reiki is a possibility.
Right. So the guide that is here for you is also an angel. And she wants, also female, she wants to work with you on like energetic healing. It's not something, you don't have to switch from what you do now. It's just something that she wants you to incorporate into your work. It doesn't have to be Reiki. Like, look into different kinds. There's like spiritual healing, there's Reiki, there's all kinds. So find something that resonates with you, and learn a little bit about it, because there will be like opportunities for you to use it. All right, so for that, to be able to do this, she wants you to do a little bit of like psychic development. Again, like read a book or find a class. There are psychic development classes almost everywhere. So look in your area or look online. Like, it could be a class on how to use your intuition or really psychic development, because that will help you. It will help you to find out what your main clair is, and the clairs are the different ways that you can connect to the spirit world. I'm pretty sure for you it's clairsentience. You feel other people's energies. It's not so much that you see things or hear things, it's more that you feel. So you probably like can feel other people, yeah, like I said, feel other people's energies. When you go into a room, you can feel what the mood is like. So look into that, like look into developing your clairsentience a little bit, and that will help you with like this energetic healing. Yes, do you have a question?
Oh, I was saying, you were saying clairsentient?
Clairsentience. That means it means clear feeling. So we have like our normal senses, and when you learn to sensitize these senses even more, you go into the realms that most human beings cannot go into. So for example, some people are clairaudient, which means they can hear the spirit world. And these people are usually they love music. Sometimes they are musicians themselves. They can hear things that others might not hear. They're more sensitive in their hearing. So if they work with that sensitivity in their hearing, they will be able to hear frequencies that most people can't. And that's when you go into the realms of the spirit. And the same goes for you, but like more on a feeling level, on an emotional level. And so the more you work with like your sensitivity when it comes to feelings, the more you will be able to work with the spirit world and to do energetic healing. So look into that clairsentience. Do you have a question about that?
I don't. You answered it for me. Thank you.
Right. Yeah, and your angel also shows herself in a traditional way, Christian traditional way. But she has dark hair and green eyes. And she does have like a little bit of a sassy side. So that tells me that you have that as well. So even though she shows herself in a white like gown and with her white wings, she does have another side to her. Yeah, and she says you have that same side, and to not like ignore that side and to live it, because that brings you joy. All right. I hope that helps you.
That was great. Does the angel have a name?
Oh, let me see. Yes, she says you can call her Claire.
Claire, great.
Yeah. C-L-A-I-R-E.
Thank you and blessings.
You're very welcome. All right, so let's try Nate again. I hope it works this time. All right. No, I can't still not hear you. All right, so I'm going to do blind. Well, I can't hear you, but I'm just gonna do the reading. I won't be able to know if you say yes or no, which makes it a little bit more complicated. But what we can do is like we'll do it visually. Like if it's yes, go like this. If it's no, go like this. And if you don't know, go like this. All right. And I'll just open my eyes when I have a question for you. All right. So the first thing that I see is a dog. And it looks a little bit like a German Shepherd. So I'm not sure if this is like a spirit dog in the sense that it has never like had like if it's like a kind of like a totem animal to you, or if this is like a dog that you actually had in your life and it passed. So let me ask, is this, hi there. That's awesome. All right, so I guess, but let me ask anyway, did you ever have like a dog that passed? Yes? Okay. And was it a German Shepherd or similar looking? No? All right, so you're definitely connected to dogs. There is a dog for you here. And it does feel very much like a dog that has passed. Maybe, I'm not sure, this is hard. Because what I feel is like there's a lot of love coming from this dog, and like it's like this dog wants to thank you. So that's why I have the feeling this was a dog that was actually with you in your life. And I have a feeling, again, I'm unsure about this, so we'll see. But I have a feeling this was your dog, and maybe that like it was sick in the end, and you had to make a decision about like if you were going to get more treatment for it or not. Does that make sense? Yes. Okay. Yeah. Then it's this dog. Yeah. All right. So this dog is basically saying that you made the right decision, and yeah, sending you lots of love. Like, and I can really feel it in my own heart. It's amazing. Makes me really emotional, actually. So yeah, your dog is basically just here to say thank you, and is still with you, and is still around you. Yeah, and still loves you very much. All right. So the dog is also helping you, like a lot of dog spirits do. Like the dog is around you and wants to help you when it comes to making decisions. Okay. You're someone who sometimes has a hard time making decisions. Does that make sense to you? Yes. Okay. So your dog will help you make decisions. By what you do is like imagine your dog next to you when you have to make a decision, and look at what reactions you get. See how your dog reacts. Like if it reacts in a positive way, like if it goes with the tail like this, then you know, like this is something you should do. If it starts barking or seems bored, then you know this might not be the right decision to make. So basically, it's totally fine to imagine your dog next to you. Don't go freaking out. I'm just making this up. I'm just making this up. It's totally fine to imagine it and see the reaction, and that will help you with making decisions. So you basically say, okay, I have to make a decision about this. This is option number 1, and you look at the reaction, and then you say, this is option number 2, and you look at the reaction. You might not like trust this method in the beginning, but just like try it with small things at the beginning, and you will see that like the decisions you make based on this are correct, and then you can start doing this like in bigger ways. So build your trust with it. This will also help you with like developing your psychic abilities, because you do have psychic abilities. Am I correct in that you are very creative, that you do some artistic work? Yes. Because like if you develop your psychic abilities a little bit, and your dog will help you with this, it will help you with your artwork, because it will help you channel energies that you, and you take these energies and make art with it. So the more you learn how to do this and trust your intuition, the better your artwork will get. And that's really important, because that is definitely part of your purpose here in life. Also, when the dog you have now starts barking at like something invisible, know that's your other dog. I think that's it. I hope this helps you. I'm glad we made it work, even though I couldn't hear you. All right. Thank you for coming. All right, guys. It's already 15 minutes over time, so I don't have time for more. Come back next time. Also, come join my Facebook group. You can just go to spiritguideschool.com, and you will be redirected to the Facebook group. If you have any questions at all, you can ask them there. Please tag me so I get a notification, and I will answer your questions. And of course, if you want a one-on-one reading, which is 60 minutes, and I can go deeper into the messages and connect you with more guides. Usually I connect people with 2 or 3 guides. Again, the button is down here. You can click on it and get all the information. Also, if this is the first time you attended a free reading, you'll get a coupon code sent to you automatically that you can use. And I think that's all I have to say. Thank you so much for coming. And I hope this was useful to you. All right. Oh, and one more thing. Next week, I'm going to do a Q&A session. So if you have any questions about spirit guides in general, or psychic development, or any experiences you had and you want to know more about it, come then. I'll send an email with the invitation, or you can go to like my Crowdcast page, and you will see it there, and you can sign up already. And again, yeah, then you can ask me any questions you might have. All right, guys, thanks again for coming. I'll see you next week. Bye.